Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Brave Exodus video, and today we're going to be talking about the Livestream Summary. So I'm only going to be mentioning things that are actually important to you, and skipping over everything that's not so important. So, like I called it, I'm pretty good at calling these things nowadays. Tsukico, I called it. I mean, it was pretty obvious because of the killers that you needed for this next Clash of Wills boss. That lines up pretty well. So we have Tsukiko here, pretty nice sprites, but I'm a little skeptical on her kit because she is an evoker, at least on the side that it probably actually matters for damage. We don't know everything about her just yet, so I'm very skeptical on evokers, guys, because usually they're very undertuned. They don't have the huge modifiers that other units have, and the only benefit that they ever did have back in the day is that they could get over mitigation that the boss has. And back then that was pretty decent because modifiers need to be very high like they do now. Nowadays, if you have a 90 times modifier evoke finisher, it's not going to do as much damage as, you know, something that's incredibly powerful. So it needs to be. She needs to have some pretty good stuff going on in her kit to make her worth pulling. And obviously she won't be premium because look at the vision card, it's okay. But it does have 500 flat magic for FFBE units that you can get at EX1. So that's a pretty good vision card. Obviously it's not going to be nearly as good as Dark Reigns, but it's still pretty good. And Rikku is getting her buffs, so we can finally acknowledge her on Global. Alright, so she's probably going to be the best HP barrier giver that doesn't rely on morale at all, unlike Maeve, who needs morale for that, and other units as well. So the only thing that actually matters, guys, is I think that's free, because her crown is actually not really that needed, but they might change it to where you need crowns. I'm not sure yet, because I think the LB buff was free. I would not bother crowning her ability, because all it does is just give her some more attack and things, and she doesn't really need that. She's just an LB abuser, basically. So, round of applause. We can finally talk about Rikku again. She's good. We have a Gremlin, pretty much as our boss for Clash of Wills. Just wanted to mention that, and then here's the killers, and here's the weaknesses. Some mentioned that you might be able to use Crowned Yuna for fighting in the sky. Maybe she might be good enough. I don't know. And for some reason they decided to give us some free buffs for the Clash of Wills equipment. I don't really know why. I mean, the dancers we automatically use. I mean, it's a pretty good buff. They just give us some MP as well. I mean, it's a pretty good buff. I don't know why they're giving it to us, but they're giving us the dancers as pretty good buff, I would say. Pretty good. Alright, so free buffs. They're free, guys. And here is intrinsic. Nappy is quite good. Nappy should get over at least 7-8k attack, so she's gonna be pretty good. She also has another 100% damage cap, chain cap, and also some killers, and also some damage cap, mod boosts. But it'd be nice if that. It would be nice if her bolting strike chaining gave out some morale stuff. That'd be nice. And Melia's, I'm not gonna be too negative about it, but is that all she gets compared? Like, look at Nappy and then look at Melia, and who do you think who's favorite in this little message here? I'm thinking it's Nappy. Come on. Why did Melia only have to get something like that? Come on. Alright, here's the UI changes, like I mentioned a long time ago, guys. The UI changes are here, for sure. And they'll make things a lot easier for you guys, including being able to compartmentalize all of your pots and cactuars into a point system where you'll no longer have to manage them and you know, use them just to use them because you're full, right? I know that because I've had that happen on multiple accounts where you're full, you got nothing to use them on, so just gotta use them on something. So you don't have to do that anymore. It'll all be categorized into a small pool of points instead. So you'll have a lot more space. You won't have to worry about it too much anymore. And you'll be able to EX Awaken and TMR and STMR in the same area. So it makes things a lot easier also in using your Emperor Cactuars. And finally, you'll be able to level up things pretty quickly here with this ability UI system as well. It makes everything leveling up pretty quickly. So that's it, guys. That's all the things I really wanted to mention here in this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys will enjoy these updates here. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys are excited for. And of course, on Tuesday, I'll be talking about Tsukico more in depth. Well, with whatever they give us, of course, but hopefully it'll be interesting. Hopefully the banners will be interesting, guys. And if they're not, just skip for Nier, of course. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, they did mention Nier, but they said it's coming. Of course, they don't want to give it out, of course. So they could be just right after. Nier could just be after this banner. So just keep that in mind, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. See you in the next video. Peace.